Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In our previous tutorial, we learned that how we can automate and validate the post request, but there was some problem. And the problem was that when we executed our script for the second time, it got failed. And we got a response that data already created. Now this is a very common scenario because you are using the same data for creating the request or for the post request. Now, in this particular tutorial, I will show you how you can generate a dynamic email using a timestamp so that whenever you use or execute the script, it will not fail in this particular scenario. So let's begin. First, let me show you what is the issue. So if you go here, and this was our test function through which we were automating and validating the post request. Now here you see that we have a very static payload. So if I execute with the same name or email, so it will give me error. So first let's run this one and let me show you. So if I run this one, so what happens is that it will execute if this is a unique email, or it will fail if emails already exist, right? So this is a very common scenario. And you see that it says 422. This means that we got a session error and it's not giving me the correct response. And now this 422 is basically coming because the user already exists. So email is getting duplicated. Now manual ways that it will change the email from here. And if I run this one, and if this is a unique email, this time it should pass. So, but here again it got fail assertion error over here. And this is because of this particular assertion. So let me update this one, and now let me run this one again and see what happens. So again we got 402. This means that this email got existed. So let me change this one to something different, and now let's run this one. So now you see that our test got passed over here. So we clearly understand what is the problem over here. And in order to fix this one, this email should be unique every time. Because our scenario here is to ensure that this post API is working fine. It should create the user successfully. We are not verifying that it should return us user exists. If your scenario is that you need to verify this thing that user already exists, then your approach might be different. But here our goal is to ensure that every time when we hit this API, it should execute successfully without getting this 422 status code in the response, because it says that user already exists. Now, to make it dynamic, I will show you a very easy and very basic way to do this. And for this, what you need to do is that you need to use a timestamp, because every time you execute, the timestamp would be different. So it will automatically make it unique. So what I will do is that here. So what I actually mean, I'll show you in a moment. So let me create one unique underscore. I'm creating this variable over here, and f literal we'll be using, and here. So this is the pattern. Let me copy this one and paste this one over here. And here I will basically I will say underscore, and here let me make it proper example.com, and here after underscore I will populate the timestamp. So every time I execute it, so it will grab the timestamp and it will append to the email. So what it means that, let me show you. First let me write a code over here. So inside here, double curly braces, int means we need an integer number, or I'll say time dot, then we have time. This is what you need to do. Now, what happens is that when I execute this one, so it will give me a timestamp appended to this particular email. Let's print this one and I'll show you. So copy this one and paste it over here and run this one again and see what happens. So don't worry about the assertion because currently it's speaking from here. But I really want to show you a email. So let me scroll up. Yep. So here you see that we got some number 17809. Basically, we are getting a time and converting into an integer and appending over here. So after this underscore, so every time I will execute this one, you will see a different number and it will make your email unique in this way. Let's run this again and remember this one 277 at the end, and let's run this one again and see what happens. So let me scroll up. So you see that at the end is 331, right? So basically every time it will give you a unique email over here. Now what I will do is that I will provide this unique email here. Instead of hard coding this value, I will just pass this unique email over here. So copy this one and paste this one. So now we are basically generating a unique email using a timestamp, converting into a number and saving it into a variable called unique underscore email. And now this unique email I am using here so that whenever I send a payload, so we are sending a payload over here. So this payload will contain a unique value like this one. So every time you execute, test will pass. It will not throw that error which was user already exist. Now let's run this one and see what happens. Test got passed. We got some 8407 at the end. Run this again. Test pass 417 at the end. Run this again. Unique value 423 at the end. So every time I am executing, you see that we are getting a different value, and this time we are not getting any error or any issue like user already exists. So this is the easiest way to make your data dynamic and you can automate this kind of scenarios.